I have the on sign.
It says we're on. Okay, mine doesn't say on yet, so it always
Yeah.
takes my site a long time. Okay, cool. We are live. Yay! Okay.
Yay.
So welcome, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. So just so you know, Brandi, I watch it on my phone because that's where I can see the questions. And then for you and I'm just seeing it on Zoom without their questions. Welcome,
Okay.
Julie. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Valerie. Hey, Anita. Be sure to say hi so you know we know you're here. When we do giveaways, we go back to do giveaways to those that show up and are participating. Hey, Miss Mandy. All right, so exciting day for everyone. So first of all, let me intro this video because as you know, these end up on YouTube for you so you can share them with your team if they've missed out. And be sure to get your shares and builders of the doTERRA business in this group, this Facebook group, Lisa Zimmer, Essential Oils Biz Tips, so that they can learn right along with you. So my name is Lisa Zimmer, and I am a doTERRA Diamond. And what that means is we help a lot of people learn about doTERRA so that they can change their health, change their life. And we teach others how to do this as well so that they can have financial security and the best life. So I have a special guest today. I'm excited to introduce Miss Brandi. Yay! So, Miss Brandi, I got a little background story here for you for Miss Brandi. She was a complete stranger, less than a week ago? Yeah. And you reached out to me first, right? Mm-hmm. So this is a good analogy for your doTERRA business, for life, and just, moving forward. The good stuff happens when you aren't chicken. So Brandi was not chicken. She reached out to me and gave me her credentials for autism, ADHD, ADD categories that she's passionate about because she has worked in that world for, what would you say, 20 years?
Yeah, a while. My whole life.
Her whole life has worked in that arena. And that's an area in this business that I have very little experience or education on. And so she collaborated with us, and we're launching tomorrow afternoon the Sensory Solutions Make and Take handout. And it is going to be amazeballs. All right, so I didn't feel comfortable. I've been sitting on this information for probably close to a year. And I've gotten recipes for people. I've gotten requests for the handout to be done, but I never felt confident enough to put it together because I had zero experience and zero personal education on it. And so Brandi reached out to me by email a week ago and said, here's my credentials. I've been dying to do this, but I think that there's a better way to do it by partnering with you so we can get it out to more people and we can literally change this arena, and we can change how doTERRA can help people and families throughout their journey, supporting their family members who suffer from autism, ADD, ADHD, etc. Right? So we call that the chicken list, right? So I want you to go pick 5 people from your doTERRA. Not from your doTERRA, 5 people from your sphere of influence that you are too chicken to reach out to. And I want you to reach out to 5 of your chicken list people this week. Do one today. Ready? I'm challenging you today to reach out to one person on your chicken list, right? Everybody keeps asking, how do you do this side-by-side live? So this is a Zoom feature. And I pay approximately $500 a year for this Zoom feature. It's like webinar pro series, something or other. So you can go to the Zoom website and it's like one of the top most frequently asked questions on their website. And you can sign up for a reach out to customer service for Zoom. So
Did you get this when they had it for the Wellness Advocate discount?
I've had it for a few years.
Oh, okay. They offered us a discount, so that might still be available.
Yep, that's through Neil Anderson. So you'll want to reach out to him personally, Neil Anderson, for a Zoom package like this. Okay, so so for Zoom, go to the Zoom website or reach out to Neil Anderson to see how we do this. Right, so what the feature allows me to do is go live on Facebook and screen share, okay? Right, so let's get back to Brandi and the Sensory Solutions handout. This handout will be available tomorrow afternoon. Give us time. This is Central Standard Time, so give us until Tuesday evening, November 6th, to get this loaded to the website, lisazimmer.net/shop, and it's going to be the Sensory Solutions handout. So if you haven't been following us, all of our handouts by topic on our website are good for any scenario. They're not just make and takes. We wrote them for make and takes. We wrote them for you to screen shoot and send to someone by text. We wrote them for use to teaching ongoing education courses, to use at your monthly workshops with your team. We created these so they could be used in any situation. Say you're doing an event for health and wellness for children. You could set up the Sensory Solutions handout in a picture frame on a clipboard, put the products around it and promote it, right? It's going to tell them what package to enroll with and what products to add on next, and then how to use those products. Now, this particular one is going to have 10 boxes of information. I believe 6 of them are things that they could make in a make and take. You pick and choose what you offer. You don't have to offer everything in your make and takes. And it would come down to $5 a roller. And then there's 4 additional boxes for ongoing support for the family for non-make and take suggestions, all right? So it's going to be amazing. So I want you to hear from Brandi about her credentials so you can feel confident that the information on this handout is quality, okay? And what we collaborated on, because there's such a lack of education, and you guys are going to reach out to me and say, why is this recipe on here? And I'm going to say, I don't know, go take the course on how to teach how to teach the Sensory Solutions, not Sensory Solutions handout, but how to teach about autism and ADD and ADHD and all kinds of sensory topics. So what Brandi did is Brandi created a course so that if you don't feel confident in teaching this topic and you want to know more, she's put together a course for $25 so that wellness advocates can join it and learn what oils to use to support the body for autism and other sensory solutions. So Brandi, I'm gonna let you take it away. Tell them your credentials, tell them about yourself, what makes you the best person to teach them, and take it away, girlfriend.
Okay, so yay, thank you guys for joining, watching. I have had this in my brain for 2 years. I've written it. I have tried to release it. We work on it in our community, but I just had to reach out to Lisa and make this happen. So like she said, my name is Brandi Kaufmann. I started my career in special education. I knew when I was 17 years old that I wanted to be a teacher, not only a teacher, but I wanted to be a special needs teacher. And furthermore, I wanted to work with children with significant disabilities. So I started teaching when I was 23 years old, right out of college, and I taught a class, and it's a self-contained class. I'm not sure how familiar you are in the public setting, but that just means that the kids in this class spent most of the day with me and with their special needs peers. And so within that setting, we had children with autism, children with Down syndrome, traumatic brain injuries, extreme behaviors, medically fragile, just the gamut. And so I did that for about 15 years total. I worked with kindergartner kids, aged 3 years, pre-kindergarten, all the way through transitioning out of your public school, which is at 22, up until their 22nd birthday. So I worked a lot in the elementary school. Then I worked at the high school level, teaching seniors through age 22. And so after that, I had also started my doTERRA business, and I would sneak in some oils in the diffuser with my kids in high school. And they would come in after lunch, and be grouchy, and we would do some different oils, and we snuck in some oils on some other classrooms. And we noticed that some of these oils would just really help with during transition times. If it was struggling from transitioning from math to reading, or transitioning from finishing their work to leaving the classroom, going to the next class, any type of transition. We found that, or if kids were just getting overstimulated because maybe it's Thanksgiving week and the holiday parties are going, that causes lots of overstimulating. So what do you do to support that? So we kind of got to experiment a little bit on the down low. And then from there, I worked at our state supported living center as an education behavior specialist. And I just got to see adults with special needs in an older setting. So basically as an adult till their end of their life. And so just through that, you have so many good strategies in the behavior world, in the special needs community. You have your OT, your PT, your ABA therapies, all of that. And what I felt that we were lacking is this education on essential oils. So how do you use your tools that you learned in OT and PT, which is occupational therapy and physical therapy, and ABA, how do you use all of that, plus add on some essential oils to increase those results? And so thus, here we are. Yay. And so the first step, I feel like, is the sensory solution. The second step is teaching other wellness advocates how to teach the sensory solution and how to have words that you're comfortable with using. And then also looking at the top 10 oils. So I want to break it down further. And I've called this the Kaufmann method. So it's really, now it's my mission. I work full time as a homeschool mom and a wellness advocate. And I've created the Kaufmann method to incorporate essential oils and simple behavior tools and strategies to create wellness for the entire family. And so here we are.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. So what we collaborated on,
yes,
what I wanted from Brandi.
Yeah, that's okay.
Brandi solved my problems, right? And so, as you know, that's how things work in the world, help people solve problems and fill a need. And so I saw a need to be filled for two things, and Brandi's solving that problem. So one, she has a free public group, and that's for anyone, right? Wellness advocates and your clients, customers, friends, family, whatever. And that public group is called Wellco. Is that right?
Essentially Wellco.
Essentially Wellco. So it's essentially WELLCO. Okay, Essentially Wellco. And tell them a little bit about what you do there.
So that's our public Facebook group, our public community, and we just do, of course, essential oil training. I also teach every Wednesday night in that group, and oftentimes I teach about autism and essential oils.
Okay, excellent. Go ahead.
I would just say, we stay very compliant. It's really important especially if you're working with parents. We're not saying we're going to cure autism by any means. We're just looking for ways to support some of those symptoms that are caused from autism, one of which is extreme feelings of anxiety. How can we support the child with that? And how can we support the mom with that?
Okay, excellent. And then, so that's a good place for you to start, and you can bring your peeps in there. And then Brandi also will have links and access to the sensory solution handout in there for you or your customers. And then she's going to offer the Kaufmann method as soon as we get done here. As you know, as soon as I get done with the videos, we'll post the links so that you can, handout's not ready. It'll be ready tomorrow night, but I'll come back and find this post tomorrow night and post the link to it. But all of our tools are available on lisazimmer.net/shop. And then I'll post Brandi's link to her public group, and I'll post the link to her course for, that one's going to be specific. The paid course is going to be specifically designed to teach wellness advocates. It'll be a private group. Mm-hmm. So it'll be very detailed explanation on what the oils really do. And the Kaufmann method, that course will be $25, and she'll go through the oils in the, is it just the top 10 in that group, or it's going to include?
We'll talk a lot more about the Sensory Solutions handout too. We'll go in detail on that. Good. And then we'll also look at the top 10. We'll just go in more detail of what's on here also.
Great. Excellent. Now, a lot of the recipes on the Sensory Solutions handout are self-explanatory, right? Something for sleep, something for anxiousness, etc. Mm-hmm. And so, but if you want a very detailed understanding of how to teach people in general about this, you'll want to take Brandi's course. Now, I, of course, always give you the basic tools to teach from our make and take handouts, right? And so what I want people to remember is I'm not going to teach you in detail about this topic. I'm just teaching you how to do the course, right? Mm-hmm. So, or how to do the make and take. And just like every single make and take. I just had a discussion with a diamond wellness advocate who wanted one of my tools and wanted lots of explanations about all the oils and everything that it does for the particular make and take. And I said, that's not what we do. And that's not how I want people teaching classes, because if you do that in a class with the prospects, you're going to fry their brain. They're out of there. Yeah. So our make and take tools are the basics, so that you can keep it basic, mm-hmm. because when people are sitting in front of you, they're there to just get started with the products as simply as possible. I'm not going to sit and go through how DDR Prime does this, and this, and this off the top of my head, because that's the wrong way to teach a class. I'm going to grab my book. Speaking of which, look what I got in the mail. Yay.
Oh, nice.
Right? And so actually, ironically, my friend that is a collaborator on this book, she has 2 autistic children, so I know that category is going to be covered well in here. And so I would go to DDR Prime, the cellular complex, in class, in my book, and say, and if you're wondering what else this oil does, this is how we know. And I would look it up, and I would explain to them how to use their book themselves, and I would empower them. Mm-hmm. I would not rattle off the top of my head all the things that Balance, DDR Prime, etc. does, because that is the wrong way to teach in a make and take class. Because when you do it all off the top of your head, you're now making it impossible for them to duplicate you. Show them how to do it themselves with a book, so that if they leave you that day, they can go home and teach their own class to their own friends and family. They don't need you to do it. So this book, I'm going to put a link for this book when I repost this video also. It's the Advanced Oil Magic book. So I will put my link at the top. All right. So it's all about doing the process duplicatably and empowering people. Got a new testimonial today from someone. I'm going to read this quick because it's too important not to read. Okay, stick with me, Brandi. We're going to wrap up here in a second.
Oh, you're good.
All right, so this is from my friend, my friend through Biz Tips, right, Giovanni. So Lisa, I could hug and kiss you right now because I'm so immensely grateful for you. In the last 8 days, I've had 17 enrollments from a vendor event, shop, and 1 make and take class. Now Giovanni hasn't been focusing on her business because she's had some stuff that she's been working on outside of doTERRA, right? 17 enrollments in the last 8 days, okay? And I just had a lady call me today who wants to make an appointment with me to get oils that attended my class Saturday night. And she just invited me to teach a women's wellness make and take class for her women's wellness event in January for 25 women. I'm super excited and grateful for your system. I finally feel like I'm going to hit my goals of reaching silver. Thank you, Lisa, from the bottom of my heart. All right, so that's not about me. That's about you all taking the time to understand our system. And what our system is, stop being complicated, follow the simple process, read from the trifold, read from the make and take. Don't be amazing with your oil knowledge and oil education. Be amazing with getting people started on their journey simply and effectively, and give them the resources to get their oil knowledge. Okay, that is a duplicatable process. Same thing here with Brandi. You're not going to stand up and pretend to be Brandi at the make and take class. You're going to be you. You're going to read the trifold. You're going to read the sensory solutions handout. They're going to ask questions, and you're going to redirect them to a resource like this and Brandi Kaufmann's public group for Essentially Wellco, right? To direct them to learn more. You're going to say in class, I am not an expert on this topic, so thankfully we have these amazing tools to guide us and the resources for you, which is why you want to get your doTERRA wholesale account today and order on your own account today with me, because I can help you get all these amazing resources. You're not going to say, I'm amazing and I know everything there is about this topic. Gotta wrap up. You're going to help redirect them. You're going to teach everyone to fish and feed them for life. And you're going to stop giving them the fish and feed them for a day, right? We need to not pretend that we are something that we're not, right? I'm not going to pretend to be the expert on any topic. I'm going to help direct people to the best resources so that they can empower themselves and take care of their family. Brandi, anything else you want to share before we wrap up today? I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm excited to just have it. I completely agree. Your tools are what my team and we use, and they're simple and they're easy to execute. And that's what I wanted for this information for this population of people, to keep it simple, because when you're dealing with kids and families with special needs, their life can often be very crazy. We don't want the oils to add stress. We want the oils to help eliminate stress. And so this is a simple solution for that.
And what I love too about the recipes that we collaborated on is they are really simple and not overwhelming. And
Not
so
at all.
it's beautiful about it. All right. Thanks, everybody. Look for the Sensory Solutions handout Tuesday, November 6th in the evening on lisazimmer.net/shop. It'll be under S for sensory. And go join Brandi's public Facebook group, Essentially Wellco. And then we'll post in the links how to access your new, like, teach me how to teach people about oils to support families with autism, ADHD, ADD, other sensory situations.
Yeah. And within that, I have a few other resources that are specific to that we kind of go through. So connecting to resources is what we're doing there too.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much, Brandi. This was a huge gift that you gave us by reaching out to me last week. And thanks for being efficient. And it was at the top of our pile to get this handout done. It was stacks and stacks of references and suggestions from people for the last year. And I'm just so excited to finally be able to offer this solution for people. So thanks for working with me on that. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye, Brandi. Have a good day. Thanks, everybody. Happy oiling.